let's resume. Challenge number 3. You're saying I'm anxious about how AI technology will impact my career, and it is a headline thing which is predicting job disruption, rapid AI advancement, etc. And it is quite natural to ask that question: Will I be replaced? And as I said, that AI isn't here to replace you guys, product professionals, but it is here to elevate those who are going to learn how to work with it. So at the end of the day 3, you will be able to build your 90-day AI career roadmap after you have gone through the tools and the concepts on day 1 and day 2. This is the output of day 3. So how do we solve these problems and give your career a new competitive edge? We'll go through these 3 points, and just type it in your chat box that which one is of most interest to you. You want to learn about the AI tools or concepts, or look at the career roadmap, or everything. You can just type all and we'll know that this is what you're looking at. It's a nice feedback for us how to modulate the next sessions. You've entered your response. Perfect. Thank you, guys. Now, based on our experience and our industry research, we have split the expertise level in this AI journey at 5 levels. Now, novice means I have no knowledge or experience in of the AI domain and how it is affecting the product management space. Next is a beginner, where I say that I have some theoretical knowledge but no practical experience. The third is apprentice, where we say that I have a sound theoretical understanding and I can practically apply it on an ad hoc basis. Going to the fourth level, which is practitioner, I understand the concepts well and I regularly apply them to get the job done. So that's a practitioner. Number fifth is a specialist, where I see myself as a go-to person for the skill in my team and my organization, where I've got that specialization. And number five, I am a leader, where I coach, I mentor, teach other people how to apply this particular skill set. So very quickly on the chatbot, just quick write down where do you see yourself today, either from novice to leader, where you are in the expertise level. That again gives us an understanding where you are now in your journey, so that we can help you going forward. Very quickly, just take 3 seconds, type it in. Perfect, we got the response. Thank you, guys. Now let's jump into the AI tools, where we are going to handle this number one challenge, which is it says I'm not sure what to learn in AI and what tools do I need to know. Let's start discussing. Let's kick off this day one. Now, the list of AI tools, we know, we have seen the LinkedIn posts, we have seen the advertisements, we have seen so many how do you say, the blogs, where the list of tools, it's exciting but at the same time exhausting. It's a jungle out there, if you ask me. And that's why this webinar will cut through this noise and help you focus on what actually matters. Apart from these 100 and 120 tools, we have handpicked the ones which we have been using in products and projects with our clients, and we are going to share that with you shortly. So just to keep the things which are in scope and not in scope, not all AI tools are made for us, the product professionals. So let's cut the clutter. We are going to focus on 3 areas. Number one, AI tools for productivity, AI tools for project management, and AI tools for product management. Anything related to development tools, anything personal hacks or creative gimmicks, those things are at the moment out of scope. We are focused on these 3 core areas. Now, we'll also share a few things with you, like while we are trying the AI tools, we have had some fun and we got some random results. You can see that AI is a great assistant, but it still needs your judgment and guidance to get the job done right. You could see some spelling mistakes, some bloopers out here, and that's the output of AI tools at the moment. But then you have to have fun and then get on to work, and these tools will definitely get more sophisticated as the weeks and months pass by. Now, where exactly is AI impacting your day-to-day work? Now, to make your AI work for you, you have to start by getting clear on where you need it the most. Where is it on the productivity area, on project work, which is the project management side, or product side, which is the product management side? And why 3? Why just 3? Because with better focus, we'll get faster results. You'll be able to save time. You will stay aligned with the company's tech strategy, and you will build digital products which are future ready and AI enabled. And when we say that, what is our intention for you in these 3 sessions? We want to go from I'm not sure about AI to I know what AI is and what I need to know. From I don't know the AI terms to I can hold my own in any AI conversation with my development team or AI stakeholders. And from I don't know how AI will impact my career to I know exactly which areas to upskill and able to build my 90-day career roadmap. And we'll do that by helping you adopt the AI powered product thinking. That's very important, much beyond the tools. And one tool, one concept, one clarity at a time. Let's tip that first domino. Now, with that, I would like to bring upon Himani, who will take you through the AI tools for productivity and lots of demos of these AI tools. Over to you, Himani.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? We're so glad to see you here. I'm going to just quickly check. Am I being heard properly? Can someone just give me a thumbs up? Yes? Okay. Good, great. Let me go back to the presentation. Okay, so AI tools for productivity. I would like to thank Onkar for giving a great start. And I am Himani Tiwary. I am a co-founder of Digital Skills Mastery. And today I'm going to directly dive into AI tools for productivity. We have 45 minutes and a lot to get through. So please stay with me. If I'm a little bit fast, don't worry. You will get the recording and you will have all of this to play around with for at least a week. AI tools for productivity, we have picked up 4 areas because we know that in everyday tasks, whether it's email writing, meeting minutes, researching on a lots and lots of documents, or just managing your to-do list, can get very daunting. And we have picked up tools that you could kick off right away and start to see a real impact in your day-to-day life. Let's dive into them. Okay. When we talk about productivity, we have picked up these 4 areas, whether it's an email you are sending, so you want to draft it, or you want a human tone response to it, or it's meeting minutes where we are seeing a lot of AI tools doing phenomenal job of transcribing, making notes, keeping action items, and researching on topics, which is another big area where we are seeing Gen AI applications helping go through mines of data and giving you snippets which really help you out in your day-to-day task. And then task management is where you are either managing a calendar or you're managing your tasks. And this is where AI is stepping in to automate a lot of things that we do as a repeated process. Now, we will look into how AI tools are helping you draft, summarize, prioritize emails. We will see how AI is helping your meeting minutes being transcribed. We will look into how AI tools are helping you do discovery on a lot of documents and synthesis on articles. And ultimately, we'll look at some tasks management AI tools that help you with scheduling and reminders, etc. The first tool we are going to pick up is for productivity is emails. Now, our top pick for productivity on emails is Mail Meteor and Jotform. Now, these are the tools that can help you draft an email response. They have a lot of predefined prompts which you can start off with. You can look at reply to a long form email. It makes it faster, it makes it clearer, and at top of it, it makes it professional. It keeps it professional. Both these tools are quite good. AI takes care of your heavy lifting, and you just need to focus on adding some human touch. Now, both Mail Meteor and Jotform, it integrates with Gmail. So if your company is using a Gmail suite, you can just start using it right away, and you will see how easy it gets to write emails or respond to a long series of emails as well. The third tool for email communication is Grammarly. Now, Grammarly is one of my favorite tools. I have been using it for more than 8-9 years now, and with its transformation on AI, it is even becoming stronger. Grammarly has free and paid version, and there are a lot of things it does. It's not just for email communication. If your English is not your first language, then Grammarly helps you draft any document that you are writing and make sure it adheres to the tone that you're expecting it to. If you go for the free version, which is free for life, you can see that you get about 100 so AI prompts in case you're trying it out for the first time. It checks your spelling, it checks your grammar, it checks your tone detection, and it also just gives you basic clarity if you're giving it a document for review. If you go to the paid version, you then get an enhanced version of Grammarly, which is super powerful. It does rewriting of your sentences. It makes sure that your tone is both engaged. It asks for what type of email or type of document you're trying to write, and it makes sure that it understands the way you normally would be talking, and then it just adheres to it. It does a full sentence rewrite. So if it's not happy, it'll tell you that you can rewrite this whole sentence. And one of the most important things for me, me and Onkar, as we write a lot of blogs and a lot of documents, is it checks for plagiarism. So if you've written a document and you may have referred to a lot of sites, and you may have somehow copied something, which I never recommend, it immediately plagiarizes and it does the citation and it tells you that XYZ site have used some of these paragraphs. So it really helps us make sure that when we are writing our content, it is very authentic. So Grammarly, hands down, you've got to try it out today, at least the free version. The next tool under email communication, we have a couple of them. So that's Copilot and Gemini. Now, these are enterprise-wide tools. In your organization, you would either be working out of Microsoft or you would be having a Gmail suite. Both of them now have introduced AI features. For Microsoft, it's Copilot, and for Google, it's Gemini. They do the same job as the other tools. They are able to draft your emails, reply to your emails. And since they have official access to all your professional email conversation, it remembers the thread trail too. So sometimes it will also give you options like you see on the screen. For Gemini, it would say, here it looks like a summary of email. Do you want me to summarize these emails? There's a long tail. A lot of people have responded back and forth. Sometimes even Gemini says, I can see the response you've received. Do you want me to help you write the email? So it's again very, very powerful. We have used both of them. And we're seeing that Gemini is picking up, while Copilot is already a mature implementation of AI tool for email communication. Next, we will move into the productivity area of meeting minutes. Now, how many of us have had this experience that you go into meetings, you come out of it with clear, unclear notes or missing action items, and you're always going back and forth trying to figure out what exactly was discussed? This is where AI tools have become a game changer, and it is helping solve this big problem of meeting notes. Who's taking the notes? Have you taken it correctly? What? I said something else. This was not documented correctly. So we've all been there, and there are tools that are really helping us out. The top of the chart for us is Otter AI. We rely on it on our regular day-to-day meetings all the time. Now, Otter AI has a set of process by which you just align it with your email on your calendar, and it just enters the room and it starts to observe, transcribe, etc. These are meeting tools where it is transcribing your conversation, it is highlighting any key decisions that were being discussed, and it also summarizes action items. The beauty of Otter AI and all of these AI meeting minute tools is you don't have to stop within your meeting and say, by the way, we're making a key decision now. Otter AI, please make a note. No, it's just listening, and it is intelligently figuring out that within a paragraph being spoken, there were X action items and Y decisions being made. The next tool for meeting minutes is Copilot. Now, Copilot by Microsoft is integrating with Teams, it integrates with Microsoft Calendar, and as you allow it to enter the meeting group, it does the same job of transcribing conversations, highlighting any key decisions, and at the end of the day, summarizing and giving you tasks. It also assigns you tasks if you select and say, please assign tasks that were discussed in the meeting with me. The next tool is Fireflies. Now, Fireflies today it does integrate with a lot of other suites as well. It's similar. You can get started for free and try it out. So if you don't have Copilot or access to Gemini or Otter AI, you can go for Fireflies. That's also top on our list. Now, let's quickly look into a bit more detail on what Otter AI does for you. So I will switch screens and I will show you live. But before we do that, Otter AI has a free plan, which is basic and it's free forever. So it allows you about 300 minutes of recording of your meetings. It makes sure that the transcription is available to you. It also differentiates between what is paid versus what is free, and most of the free. So we've been trying really for a long time. We've just been playing around with its free side to see at what point we feel that we need to move to pro. And for so far, we're just happy with the free version. It just does what it says on the tin. Okay, so if Otter AI is your way to go. I want you to make sure that you go in, you click on the free option. You will be taken through a step of creating an account. It will ask for it to connect with your meeting calendar. So whether it's Google, whether it's Microsoft, or any other calendar that you use where you have your regular meetings, connect that to Otter AI. It will ask what exactly are you expecting Otter AI to do? Are you expecting it to transcribe or take action items? Select all that applies to you, and boom, Otter AI is set up. So once it's set up, it has a dashboard where it shows all the meetings it entered. It shows the notes it has taken, who attended the meeting, what were the action items, and what were the outlines. If you didn't allow it to enter the meeting, it will again say that I wasn't allowed in a particular meeting, and it makes a note of that as well. So let's quickly switch screens. I'll bring up Otter AI first and then share my screen. Okay. Just confirm if you're able to see my Otter AI screen now. Yes, thumbs up. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Let's go. So I am logged in. I'll just take you through some of the basics if this is the first time you're seeing Otter AI. It has a left-hand side panel. Everything else is on the right-hand side, and all the meeting calendar and action items is towards the right-hand corner of the screen. On the left-hand side, it shows who all are in your teammates have been invited. It shows the channels, so how many meetings it went in and it started to capture. You can also use the direct message if you are talking to people within your team, or you can create folders and start dragging and dropping any urgent items, or you can just rename it and call it anything and start putting any actions that you want it to remember. It shows here, if I'm on the free version, it shows 18 of 300 monthly minutes used, and it also tells me that I'm on the basic version of the particular plan. Now, I will just click on, say these are our weekly meetings. So as I click on it, it's taken a note of all the weekly meetings we have had, whether is it with our dev team, or it's with our marketing team, or our design team, or just internally our content team. So if I click on any weekly meeting, it then shows up what was discussed in the meeting, what were the action items, what was the outline of the meeting, and what we went through area by area. So this is where it becomes really powerful. Now imagine when we were conducting this meeting, we weren't really talking about testing and custom fields or action and scheduling, but it kept noticing that this person speaker one. So we are able to really understand who speaker one and speaker two is, and then it says this is what was discussed, and at the end of the day there was a meeting conclusion. It then has a full transcript that then makes note of who was talking and who was saying what, and it does an amazing job of it. There's AI chat, so if I want to discuss some things that were discussed in the meeting, there were like 44 screenshots it took, I can chat with Otter here and it will start responding, or I could put in comments and it will remember the section where in the transcript if I have made a note of a follow-up, it then does that. You can also connect it with other tools. So if you have a Slack channel, it can just transport all of your transcripts onto the Slack channel, or you could just share this particular meeting transcription with someone particular in your team. Happy? Okay, I really want you to start using this tool. It has amazing functionality. It's very self intuitive. You don't need a lot of training to start using the tool, but the moment you start using it, it gives you a lot of confidence in terms of when you get into meetings, you now have someone who's listening in and making notes for you. You can also use it for offline meetings. So we have had that question in the past whereby people say that, can I just switch it on when I'm in a physical meeting? Yes, of course, you can do that. And but all you need to do is to make sure that when you are there, you've taken permission with people in that meeting that you're about to record them. Okay, so that was Otter AI. That's your homework. Please check it out, connect it, and then let us know what experience you have had with this particular tool. The next productivity tool for meeting notes is Copilot. Now, Microsoft's Copilot is getting rolled out in most of the companies. About 65% of the organizations already have Microsoft, are looking into enterprise license for Copilot. So if you don't have access, make sure that you ask your department and team as to when you'll get it, because this is where, since it's an enterprise application, this tool is really working alongside a lot of other Microsoft applications. So it can listen into your team's conversation, it can connect with your Outlook, it can connect with your Word documents, other things which when you are showing during a meeting, it's capturing notes, it's making note of where this document is stored in SharePoint, and it remembers the link as part of its transcription. So it's a very powerful implementation by Microsoft, and we recommend that you do try this out. Along with, obviously, there's Gemini's Google Meet as well that does the same job. The next one for meeting notes is Fireflies. It also has a free version, so if none of the others you have enjoyed them, you can always check out Fireflies. It does the same job and a decent one at that. When you go onto the site, you will see that it takes you through the same login process. It will again ask you for what kind of meetings you want, what do you, how can it customize the experience, and then it starts with a free day trial. Just note that it's not free forever. So after 7 days, if you've given your credit card, it will charge you. The next area of AI tools for productivity is research assistant. Now, it's a very important area, and we have all been impacted by the tools that we are about to show you. Because what took us hours and hours of Google search and going onto sites and reading documents and researching is now done in minutes and hours instead of weeks and months. The first, obviously, is ChatGPT. ChatGPT as a research assistant has taken over, at the start of this year, had taken over Google and is still doing much better job of research assistant than just doing a simple Google search. Now in ChatGPT, you can see that there are modes. If you try it out on free, it allows you to converse on any topic. You can do deep research. You can go into an agentic mode. You can give it a diagram and it converts it into text. You can give it text, it converts it into diagram. And you can just start talking to it as if you have a research assistant next to you and you're just conversing and trying to figure out a particular area. We also have the next research assistant as Claude. Now, Claude is also a powerful tool in terms of synthesizing, storytelling. It can give you amazing documentation if you ask for details like, can you just write a market research document for me, or can you do a competitor research? I've done the research, give it to Claude, ask Claude to give you back in a nice documentation format. It does so brilliantly. The next one on the list is Perplexity. Now, Perplexity is similar to ChatGPT and Claude, but it has another great power, and that is of citation. So if you're doing research where you have to go back into your organization and show where exactly did you get that data from, then Perplexity is the tool to use. It's very good with scientific, academic, and even market research or anything to do with competitor and product research, where it can really tell you where it's picking up its information and data from. If we dive into ChatGPT a bit, it has same free and paid version. The free is free for everyone for a lifetime. The paid version has anonymity. So if in the free version you are conversing with ChatGPT, the information is stored in the masses, so it's learning holistically. But when you come to the paid version, it remembers that this you may be sharing confidential information, and therefore it's not rolled out onto the public space. For It's very good conversationally, so it feels like you're talking to a human being. It's versatile, you can challenge it. It does hallucinate, like Onkar mentioned. We have seen that these tools don't always give you the right information, so you have to be very careful with what you are, if it's something strategic or if it's something where you have to know the source and where the information is coming from, then you do need to do your due diligence. But hands-on, ChatGPT, especially ChatGPT 5, is by far the best research assistant. Now, again, we want you to try this today. You try and create, if you have not already, an account with ChatGPT. I am going to just quickly show you the interface on the free, on the paid version, and I will show you two things that I quite often do with ChatGPT. One is I give it an image and ask for it to convert a text version, or sometimes I give text and I ask it to convert into image. And I have used both ChatGPT and Sora, which is part of ChatGPT, but it's pure play image creation platform, and we'll see what it does. We will cover on day 2, by the way. We'll cover the whole of prompt engineering. So today I will just focus on showing you the interface. I'm going to again share my screen. Okay, so in the interest of time, I've actually done some of the homework. So we have this digital product roles, and we try and showcase within our AI PMC program how you can move laterally within roles, or you can just go up the ladder. And we also show that different roles are now getting stacked up, so there is no seniority. Very soon there will be very less seniority and more dependence on how much do you know on the application. So I really wanted I created the image. Now I wanted the text version of it, and I really didn't want to type out each of these roles. So I just pasted the image in ChatGPT. So on ChatGPT, as soon as you come in, okay, let me just take one step back just to show you the interface very quickly. So when you log in, mine is a pro version, so I have the option to create folders. But if you have the free version, you can't create folders, but it doesn't matter. You can keep just it. You can just keep chatting, and then it remembers your chat, and then you can search chats, and you can go to the library and Sora, etc. The free version stops you after a certain number of times you have chatted with it, and then it says come back after 24 hours. So you can ask anything. You can even ask for it to do deep research or create an image or connect apps or just go into an agenting mode. You can add photos and files. That's exactly what I've done here. I added a photo, and all I said as a prompt was convert this into text. Here's the text extracted. It has beautifully picked up all the roles that were mentioned. It then picked up the pathway roles shown in the document, and it is now asking whether I want to organize this by a career progression ladder, like what's entry, mid, and senior. Now, in some cases, I may just say, give me summary description for this image. And what it will do is it will just define whatever, from whatever understanding it has had. See here, I'm not giving it too much information. I'm just saying, here's my image, give me text, and now describe this image to me. And it is now saying this image is illustrating the digital product pathways, and it is covering these areas. So it does a very decent job of picking up an image and converting text. Now, if I try to take some of this item, so I'll actually Sora. So I've right clicked, open Sora. Sora is more text into image. Here you need to be good at prompting, because if you see, I've just said competitor research illustration prompt, give me a hand-drawn diagram that shows things like this, and it has created one. there was another one in which just I asked it to create, these artifacts. So it does a good job, but you have to be very prescriptive. So when you start to create, describe your image, it you have to be, you have to say hand drawn. People play around with it. So hand drawn image of a digital product. I use it more for my work purposes, but as you can see, people are just using it for fun as well. Visual designers use it if they want to create a specific image that they are unable to find. And now, even so, here it's taking time. It's saying the activity is happening. When I go to my media, it says the image is getting created. And in a little while it will show the percentages. So once it's done, it just spits out an image. We'll come back to this later. Oh, it's 47%. Yeah, let's move on. Okay, now as soon as I did that, it realized that no, let's show the image to my team. Here you go. So it's created two versions: digital product by digital product and ebook. I didn't give it anything, so it just went ahead and it decided that the person would create. Now I can download it, I can delete it, I can favorite it, I can add it to a folder, or I can view other variations, and I can say give me 4 images, so on and so forth. Right? Now let's move back. And this. Okay, so we've seen ChatGPT. For Claude, Onkar will do a demo later on, but this also has similar features. It has a free version that you can try out, and then it has paid versions. Like ChatGPT, Claude also has various versions. So currently it's at Opus 4, Sonnet 4, and it all does different types of research assistant tasks that you expect it to do. The next tool within Research Assistant is Perplexity. This tool also has a free version. As I mentioned, it's really good with citations. So yeah, and it says that if it's searched, it will give you 10 plus citations. You can always try this when you're doing a deep dive research on any particular topic, whether it's an industry or a sector or a particular product that you want more information on. Now, let's move on. Here's a quick snapshot of the 3 research assistants. You can just take a screenshot of this and always try all 3 of them in parallel to see what nuances each one of them provide you with. Moving on to the AI tools for productivity. Task management. Now, task management is where normally we prioritize tasks. We make a list of who has to do what by when. We have to draft project updates, and it takes a lot of time just managing blockers, etc. The AI tools are making this much, much easier in today's day and age. The top tools that we have picked for task management, the first one is ClickUp. It's soon becoming favorite of a lot of project teams who are working in a collaborative environment, whether within the same location or internationally. With ClickUp, it's a modern platform that's already imbibing on its AI automation behavior. So it looks at your task, it summarizes, it gives you notices that your project is either delayed or on track. It also does the RAG tagging, etc. The second tool that we have is Notion AI. Notion AI is also doing a great job with task management, and it's at the same par as ClickUp. The third one is my favorite, and that's the reason why I have started to check out its AI implementation. So I have been using Asana for, again, a number of years. And when they started to introduce AI, I immediately hooked onto it to see what exactly is it implementing. And similar to ClickUp and Notion AI, it does what project managers or product managers really need, which is keep you focused, organize the work stream, surface up the priorities, know and point out that there are delays in your project and you need to focus on it. With ClickUp, you have the free forever version. So I would recommend that you immediately go and try it out. It's an all-in-one platform. It has Gantt charts, list views, built-in docs, goal tracking, automation, you name it, and it has it. ClickUp has a simple process. You have to just sign up, verify your account. It will ask what kind of department you come from and what kind of features are you interested in. Once you do that, you will come into ClickUp's dashboard page, and then from there you'll be able to start creating your projects, your task, and it does the rest. It notices things and then it starts to do its AI automation for you. Notion AI, similar to ClickUp, it also has a free account. Similar process, you have to just tell them about yourself and from which projects do you want to use it on, and it then takes you through it. It's ideal for PRDs. We have seen that user story writing and aligning with cross-functional teams is quite strong in Notion AI. Asana has its strength. It has excellent automation, team collaboration, and goal setting. So when you pick up Asana, it can link with a lot of integrate with a lot of different other tools. And it has a neat dashboard that shows all your projects and what tasks are pending. And then you can track your timelines and you can do auto scheduling. So productivity tools are just the start. Here's what comes next for you. Now, so far we have explored how AI can make you more productive, whether it's Auto AI, whether it's ChatGPT, whether it's ClickUp, Asana, or others. But productivity is just the start. In reality, if you are a product manager or a business analyst or a product professional, you need AI across the whole of your product lifecycle. And this is where within DSM we have created AI PMC, in which we take you through different types of tools required as you go through the product lifecycle and the different phases of it. And within AI powered product management certification, we don't stop just at productivity, project, and product tools. We also look at program and portfolio tools that helps you become the leader within the organization. Onkar has touched upon this. We are moving towards a more flatline structure in terms of who knows how to use these tools and build them and implement them. And the more knowledge you have holistically, the better you are positioned within any type of organization you aspire to be in. Now, inside AI PMC, we will give you hands-on 25 plus AI tools, whether it's productivity, project, product, program management, and portfolio management, and you will know exactly which tool to use and how to apply them. So in our live demos and our recorded sessions and our projects, we will show you exactly in detail from a project perspective how exactly you are implementing these AI tools. On top of that, we also will show you how Microsoft AI Suite is being implemented. We'll also give you a walkthrough of how Google is implementing AI within their suite. We will show you agentic tools. So world is moving towards not just AI search, but more towards AI agents. Therefore, we'll show you how to create AI agents, how to use AI agentic tools. We will also make sure that it's more industry specific and not just generic. So you would be able to see 2 to 3 different industries in any given area that we cover. And we will give you access to pro versions of some of these tools so that you can sandbox it, play around, and make sure that as you finish the capstone project and you finish your portfolio of work within AI PMC, it's not just out of free tools. You do have access of using the pro versions of them as well. And it's not just random tools in isolation. So within AI PMC, we take you through the 7 phases: demand, discover, design, define, deliver, deploy, and delight. And this is what the new age product management requires you to know. You can no longer isolate yourself as just, oh, I just write requirements, or I just do my testing, or I just manage my backlog, or I just do roadmap. You have to know how a demand starts off and your customer is delighted once the deployment has happened. So we will make sure that you are able to master how AI powers this whole product life cycle, and it helps you become smarter and faster, and most importantly, you're having a greater impact on yourself and the projects that you're involved in. You're not just watching recorded videos when it comes to AI PMC. So we have a 12-week online instructor-led program, and we have live sessions, and we will show you practical demos. So while some of the demos will be recorded for you to review and come in with questions during the live sessions, most of these live sessions will cover the 7 phases and make sure that you are abreast with what's happening from an AI perspective in product management. We also make sure that you look at the framework and understand its implementation, which is indispensable. Next, let's move into AI tools for project management. Now, I'm very conscious of the time, so I'm going to move through this very quickly. We know in the fast paced world, project management plays a key role when you're doing any product launches, and the lines are blurring. I have to stop here and say the lines are blurring. Senior leaders are expecting product managers to be really good at project management. Senior leaders are also expecting project managers to know how to do product management. Therefore, you cannot ignore when it comes to formalizing a project that you may be working on. Trello happens to be a number one tool that's allowing us to do a lot of these automation when it comes to day-to-day task and project management. It automatically flags risks. So we've looked at task management. Trello goes a little bit further than task manager. So its Gantt charts are more pronounced, and it has road mapping, etc. So it allows you to do a lot of these agile-based product work. You need to know how to leverage all of this from day one. The second tool within project management is Monday, which is really implementing AI quite well. It is helping you choose your updates, and it chases you. It sends you emails. So it does a lot of neat things that normally a project manager will have to manually do by writing an email and following up with people. The third tool, and my absolute, I think most of our absolute favorite, is Jira. Jira has enhanced itself into the most powerful and standard across industry when it comes to project management, especially its integration with the development team, but more so even with the product and project teams and even business teams who are trying to use the tool to make sure that the backlog is neatly contained, and AI is doing an awesome job of figuring out how to flag these different issues while you are creating your stories within the backlog. It does task automation, it does smart suggestions during backlog grooming, it does idea organization, and they have a lot of templates that is more AI controlled. Very, very quickly, 3 use cases that I want you to try on. First, pick up an AI driven meeting. So try and create a Scrum retrospective. We've just given an example. Any meeting, pick Otter AI and try and see when you run this session what Otter AI does for you. Another use case we want you to try is communicating with the stakeholders. So using any of the AI tools we've shown you, try and write a clear content and make sure that you are able to define what you're searching for and communicate that to a stakeholder. And another use case is doing a market research. So just pick up your product and start doing market research, start conversing with either ChatGPT or Claude and figuring out that if you were doing a market research for, say, healthcare product in UK, who would be your competitors, who would be the people who may be interested in buying your product. Do these 3 simple use cases and then get back to us. Consistency is the key here. And with that, for the next session, I am inviting back Onkar.
Hey, thanks, Himani.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for staying this long. I promised last 10 minutes of this where I would say the rubber hits the road. If you guys are coming from the background of a product manager, business analyst, head of products, etc., this set of next slides is talking about the AI tools that you can use for product management, for creating your products. We are thinking about how to add new features, etc. So let me straight away dive into it. The crux over here is that you as a product manager, business analyst, you are looking at a product across the 7 phases. From starting from the demand, we are looking at what kind of product features are needed, what kind of journeys you want to introduce for your clients in your product, digital product and service. From there, you get into the discovery where you're doing the strategy piece. After that, the design where the wireframes, the sketches, the prototypes are getting done. And then you're getting into the define phase where you are hitting and writing the user stories, use cases, acceptance criteria, everything that helps the development team, which is the deliver phase, where you're working with the development team to get the things done and delivered and tested. And then the next step, number six, is how to deploy it, and how you are deploying, either it's in an agile fashion every 2 weeks or it's every month, depending upon your frequency, the cycle of deployment. And then finally delight, as Himani mentioned, that the role of product management is no longer just getting the features done. It's thinking from the demand, uh, discover, design, define, deliver, deploy, to delight, where your features and your product and the services, they reach the end customer, and how they are giving the feedback about that, and then loops back it into the demand. So you are in charge across these seven phases, and this is what we have structured to give the idea of how to use AI tools, how to use AI concepts, and then how do you think like an AI powered product manager, that how would you like to enhance your product and services across these seven phases, and then implement the AI tools that will help you do that. Now, let's jump into the next two important aspects: the power, where you are using your knowledge, expertise, and influence and clarity when you're working across the seven steps. And then productivity, all the things that Himani just showed you, that you're using the correct way of writing the email so that it brings clarity, how you are doing the meeting minutes, not only just for meetings but even for requirements gathering session, how you are increasing your effectiveness, how you are using the research assistants to do your market research in the demand and the discover phase. So you use all of that productivity tools, and you apply the knowledge of AI powered thinking in the seven steps, and that's where you get to see all the results that you desire for. Now, we looked at all of these various tools very quickly, just in the chat box. Just write which ones would you like to straight away use. You want to start using any of the emails, the tools for emails, or tools for meeting minutes, or research assistant, or task management, or project management. Just write down which one you want to use straight away. You are committed to use it, because if you learn it with us over here and you don't use it, it's not going to help you. Just pick one at least that you think you will be picking it up. So just write it down in the chat box. Perfect. Thank you for the response, guys. Brilliant. Now, looking at the AI tools for product management specifically, now we have selected a top three or four of them. We'll start with number one, which is craft.io. This is, I will look at the second now as well, which is product board. Now, these are cutting edge product management platforms that will integrate very much of your AI powered workflows, enabling team to move from strategy to execution more efficiently. Now, these are all paid products, and if it is being used in a product team, it totally depends. You guys have the leverage to buy this for the team and then start using it. You can absolutely do that. Next one is a set of tools that is being used mostly in the demand, discover, and the design phases. And I would like to take these names as Lovable, Canva, and Stitch by Google. Now, what these tools help you do is, in the demand phase, in the discover phase, suppose you don't have access to the UI UX designers, you yourself as product guys, as business analysts, you can create sketches, you can create wireframes, and you can even create prototypes to test out your ideas or show it to your stakeholders. And from there, you can then think through that, does this make sense? Should it be in your product strategy, in your product roadmap? And then take it through in the next phase of, after demand and discover, into design and definition phase. So these AI tools, very, very powerful, especially Lovable. We have been using it to create few prototypes, to test out our ideas, how it looks, how the click through journey happens. So you guys can also have a look at that. um, a sneak peek, just to give you a little bit inside that, an example. Here we created a wireframe of a dashboard that shows news, tasks, and project updates. That was our prompt to Stitch, and you see on the screen, this is what it shows. It's a neat one. It gives you an idea, okay, how things could be laid out, what could be the features. There are labels, there could be hyperlinks, there could be other features that you can lay on top of it. You can take a screenshot and work further beyond it. So it is a nice way, rather than starting from a blank screen, rather from starting from scratch, you have something with a prompt to get to work with. Canva, again, they are improving day by day. Apart from having just templates for creating flyers and brochures and informatics, etc., they are evolving. And you can, again, if you have the license, Canva will help you achieve the wireframes and the sketches that you desire to bring in. Now, another one I would like to show an example here is we set a prompt, create a flow chart for a two-factor authorization login. Very standard use case, a very standard user story that is there in any of the applications, web or mobile. This is what we mentioned to Google, and we got a flow chart. Another app was banani.co that we used, and then Canva also gave us this specific flow chart. So instead of drawing those boxes from scratch, you can actually ask these guys to draw the process flows, and you have it in front of you. You can edit it. So it helps you cut down that time of doing all of these things, which are already quite known features. For example, search, download, favorites. You all know how it works. So instead of doing it again scratch every time again, you can use these AI tools to cut down the time so that I can spend the time in thinking and analyzing and drawing the insights as you think through the user stories with your customers. The next one, which is my favorite, is the research assistant Claude. But this I'm using it for a lot of activities in the demand and the discover phases. And the strengths of Claude is that it's a long context understanding, it's privacy first, and it's great at summarizing documents. So, for example, let me just jump out of it and show you a good example of how Claude is behaving. Let me just switch the screen, share the screen. Um, and the window is Claude. Um, give me a second, guys. And where is my Claude screen? Window. Okay. Not this one. No, not this one. I want to share my Claude screen. What's happening? Let me see if I'm able to do it. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I am fumbling here with the technology. Give me a second. Okay. Sharing the screen. Window. Okay. Can you see my Claude screen, guys? Can you give me a thumbs up? Okay, perfect. So what I'm going to show here is in the demand and the discover phase, I want to create a list of customer persona, and this is I'm just pasting over here saying that I am a product manager of an online fashion analytics firm that offers news, images, reports on fashion trends covering fashion weeks in London, Tokyo, and Milan. Now, can you define a list of potential customer personas for this digital product? Now, previously, this would have taken at least 3 to 4 days doing the research on Google, elsewhere, looking at reports, and then finalizing it. With this prompt on Claude, I'm using a paid version that I have. It's on Sonnet 4. Let me hit the enter button and see what it gives it to you. And I have seen this work before, and Claude does a fantastic job. It gives you primary persona and probably secondary personas, and not only just giving the name. See, it is giving a little bit of definition as well, that this is fashion brand strategy director, and it's giving a nickname also called strategic Sarah, demographics, goals, motivations, pain points, everything about that persona, what a persona means, what would be their ideologies, what is their behavior. Fashion buyer, that's a correct persona. You have got a media professional, which is correct. Then secondary persona, you've got a technology executive. Now all of this, now Claude has given you all of this information. Now you can refer back to your previous research done in your company for this product, and you can map that which one is correct, which one matches with the customers that you are going to serve. And then this whole work, which at least was a 3 4 days worth of work, is right there in front of you. The other way you can further work with Claude is saying that, That's all great. Could you put this in a diagram where each persona has got an avatar? And Himani has shown you Sora and ChatGPT how they convert it into diagram. See on the right hand side is just I think putting in the HTML. It will give you an output very quickly that if there is a diagram that you can use, put it on a PPT and you can show it to your stakeholders. And this is one of the outputs that you will have in your demand and the discover phase where you are trying to find out your customers about their product, etc. And this is a live example. You see it is building the HTML. I don't know how long it's going to take. It's spinning. It is doing, let's see. I hope another 10 seconds, otherwise I'll switch and move on to the next one. Common Cloud, where a lot of personas I have given you to convert it into a diagram and into an avatar. The guy is working really hard. Secondary persona number 4, I think it is at the end, almost. Yeah, done. See, beautiful. Now this, to create this and put it in a summary and somewhat nice looking UI, you have got all of these personas. And from my experience, I think you will also agree, to get this output, it would have taken you at least 3 to 4 days. You have done it under 5 minutes. Now, your job as a product manager and a business analyst is go back and verify whether this information is correct. Does that match with your organization, with your product that you're working in, and then you can take it forward. So that's how you can use the Claude AI tool, and it's just for the demand and the discover phase. And this is how we show you in the AI PMC program lots and lots of stuff that you can straight away use in your product. Let me jump back to the presentation. And let me share my screen. Where is the presentation? And okay, let me know if you can see my screen about Research Assistant Claude. Can you see the slides now correctly? Okay, let me just, I think there is a mistake here. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for your thumbs up. I think Himani is better at this. Let me just put it in a presenter mode. Yes, and yeah, window and yeah. I think you are able to see it now. Perfect. Thank you guys. Thanks for your patience. Now, this is a very powerful productivity tool, and this is a research assistant tool as well, but a very powerful AI product management tool that you can use. Either you get hands-on to ChatGPT or Claude. If you can get hands-on to a free version as well, try it and put in the prompts, and more will teach about the prompts, how to use the prompts, put it in these AI tools to get more output. We'll teach it to you tomorrow. Moving forward very quickly, once you have finished looking at all of these tools today, this is your stack. Build up your stack. Look at your Himani just reminding me this last 3-4 minutes left. I'll go quickly. So at the end of day one, we have shown you all of these different AI tools, starting from productivity tools to project management and product management tools. You have seen how some of the tools cut across all of these. So please note down which one at least you would like to work upon. Have a note, play around with it, and come back tomorrow. And if you've got any questions, we'll be more than happy to answer. Now, where you have seen all of these tools. Now, the AI is boosting your productivity, helping you with the strategy and career growth, etc. But to truly future-proof your career, you need a complete framework that connects AI to every stage of product management. And that is where the AI-powered product management certification gives you. This 7-step framework is built on role-based industry case studies, proprietary models, and live instructor-led training done by me and Himani. And you won't do this alone. You will have direct access to us plus lifetime updates throughout the portal and a globally recognized certification that sets you apart. And our promise is that we'll be there with you every step of the way, helping you think, act, and deliver like an AI powered product professional. Now, this isn't theory. You not walk away with just FAF or blogs or something. You will have implementation ready deliverables, like the things that you have to create in your job. You have to look at the roadmaps, define the backlogs, AI use cases, which you can plug into your work the very next day. And as just as important, you'll be joining a thriving community of AI product professionals. And so you're learning, you're networking, and you're growing together. And while you are doing the course, you are working through the concepts, playing with the tools, and you're creating your deliverables that you want to use in your work. After doing that, we are saying that the step by step life cycle. This is not just for theory. When you're working on your product from demand to delight, you have to create these real deliverables. And we are going to help you do and work and learn about how you can do, for example, print scanning in the demand phase, something you might not have heard about how to do that. Then how to create AI product strategy and doing the prototyping as we showed you using Lovable, and how to define the backlog with the AI features, and so on and so forth, and how to go to the deploy and the delight phase where you are looking at the AI success metrics. So this is what we are going to help you specifically on the product management side. And at the end of the day, it's also about your career. You will leave with confidence. You will have your own portfolio and a certification that your current employer or future employer will be looking for. Whether it's a promotion in your current role or stepping into a new opportunity, you will have something that you have done and you're ready to lead the AI transformation. And that's what our promise is in AI PMC. So just don't take our word for it. Here's some of our past students. They have shared their experience with us, from senior product managers to business analysts, and many describe this as a transformational and career changing program that we have done for them. And on top of everything that we have covered, you'll get a lifetime access to the AI PMC portal, meaning you'll always have the resources and the updates that will keep on doing as AI is changing. Definitely in 2 to 3 months, we'll be adding something new that is more relevant to those students who join after 3 months, but you will have access to that. You'll have real product consultants, me and Himani, coaching you throughout the journey and every step of the way. So we are there with you from wherever you join us, from the demand phase to the deploy and the delight phase. Wherever you are in your product journey in your organization, we are there to help you with real stuff. Now, this is what the portal looks like. You'll have the lifelong access along with future additions to the program. It's a 12-week program. If you invest around 2 hours per week with us, we are guaranteed that you, with the videos and the resources and the guided exercises that we give you, you are going to get through this course and you will come out on the other side in this learning journey as an AI powered product professional. Now, just last 2 minutes looking at how AI PMC it compares with the other providers in the business. So we have picked up top two, and quite a lot of them have got defined that how they are going to do it through live cohort and weeks. What I would like to uh, highlight over here is we have seen none of them are covering the AI concepts from a framework perspective or a 7-step perspective, from demand, discover, design, define till deploy and delight. So every step in the product management framework has got a different deliverable for which you have to act, think, and do something different. And that's what we are going to do and teach you in a context, how to apply the concepts, how to use the tools, etc. Second, the same thing to reiterate, it's an end-to-end product management life cycle. That's what we cover. Nobody else, we haven't seen anybody else about to deliver that. And you have got unlimited access to us, your trainers. We are product consultants. We do live product consultancy with our clients in US, UK, and Europe. And that's the learning that we bring back to you. And we say, this is what is happening in the startup world, this is what's happening. And with that, we are going to share with you what works, what doesn't work, where it kicked back to us. And so don't try that, it's of no use, something like that. So we are always there with you. And finally, I'm not sure anybody gives, that's why I put a question mark. We'll have to see lifetime access. Once you get this program, you have got the login ID password. You can use it as many times as possible. We'll keep on adding the updates, and you've got access to it throughout. So you will be connected with us through this program. And once you have got the certification, you can put this on your LinkedIn. We are UK registered learning providers. You can definitely show it off what you have done. By the way, you won't get it that easy. You will have to work with us, go through this program, submit the case study, and we are very strict with the case study, and you have to cross 80% percentage marks to score that, and we'll help you do that. We'll have multiple chances if you can't get through in one, but once you do that, you'll feel accomplished that you have done it. You have built the portfolio, and you can very proudly show it to your employers and potential employers. Thank you for staying with us till the very end. We have taken a little bit of extra time. Thank you for your patience. We truly appreciate your time and energy. And today, you unlock the power of AI tools. And if you apply even a few, we guarantee you, you're already going on track to save more than 10 hours per week. But this is just the beginning. Tomorrow, we will deep dive into AI concepts and talk and practice and demo about prompt engineering and more. How to talk with these AI tools to get your job done, to get your deliverables done across the product management lifecycle. So get ready. This is where we clear the air on the complex AI terms and which ones you need to focus upon. And we'll see you tomorrow, same time, guys. Thanks a lot. Thanks for joining us. And I'll speak to you tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day.